Buenos días, Nifties. Bienvenidos a Nita de Nicole. Me llamo Nicole. I am Nicole. And we are a crafting community. So grab your work in progress, also known as a whip, and let's get started on our 10-minute crafting break. And I am going to keep it to 10 minutes today. So, in case you were wondering, because my last crafting breaks have been a little bit long, today is 10 minutes. I am drinking pour over coffee in my favorite Eeyore cup. Excellent, as always. I was thinking about it, and when I started this channel, I really loved going out and getting coffee, especially because I have so many great locations in my area. And actually, since I've moved, I have even more great locations in my area. But for some reason, I'm like over it. I still like it, but I don't want it like every day. I used to want like one a day. And even if I couldn't get one, I still wanted it. Probably like, I remember when my son was little, I definitely wanted one every single day. But now I don't know. I do like them. And if we're going, like if someone's going, if someone was like, oh, let's go get coffee, I'll be like, oh yeah, of course. But then if it's just me, I don't know. I just kind of like home coffee. And it's really nice to have it. I really love to have it in the morning. I think because it feels like a luxury. Because I don't always get time to just like sit and have coffee. And I wish I did. Like sit and have coffee and, be with the Nifties. Be with you all. Today I am up early. The sun is shining. In Southern California, it's been a little bit like summer here. Not summer because like the temperature, it like still gets pretty cold at night, but in the day it's been, in the 80s, like mid 70s, 80s, and it's been beautiful. That's part of the reason I think people live in Southern California is for that, for the weather. But I miss winter. I'm kind of a winter girl, but not like crazy winter. Because when I lived in Korea during the winter, it's like what broke me. Like I was doing pretty good and I was enjoying it. It was fun to live in like a big city. I lived in Seoul, which is the capital. And prior to that, I had never lived in a city. I've always lived in kind of like suburbs or something like that. And then, well, I did used to live in Modesto, which is a pretty big city, but it still feels very like, not like big city, not like capital city. And so I did like that, but it was so cold. It was so cold. I used to wear 3 or 4 layers a day, and we used to wear face masks, but not because we were sick, but because we were, trying to keep our face warm. And then I would wear a big, huge scarf and I'd wrap it around my face as well. And then to cover my eyes, I would wear sunglasses to try to keep the heat in. And of course, I have like long hair, so typically my head is warm, but hats and then plus a hood, and it's just, and then the boots, and I just felt like I could never get warm enough. I might have told you this, but when I first got there, the other teachers were like, Nicole, we have to buy you a jacket. And I was like, but I have jackets. I brought jackets from home. And they're like, oh, well, we should just buy you a jacket. And I said, oh no, I don't want to like collect too many things. I don't want to buy a jacket. And they, they let it go. They were a little bit insistent though during that conversation. And let me tell you that they were right. I just wish that I wish I had had enough Korean or they had had enough English to say, hey girl, that jacket that you brought from Southern California is no match for Korea. And I was so cold, and I talked to my dad about it, and he said, Nikki, because they call me Nikki. Nikki, didn't you know that during the Korean War, the soldiers were freezing to death? And I said, no, Dad, I didn't know. And so, rest in peace, Korean soldiers and American soldiers fighting in Korea, for democracy. And I'm sorry that you froze to death in Korea. I also felt like I was freezing to death. And even though I was wearing boots and lots of socks, okay, and I might have also refused to buy new socks, which I probably also would have helped. But I was like, I want my feet to breathe because right now it's winter and I'm still wearing flip-flops. Not every day, but absolutely. And right now in Korea, it's so cold. There's no way you could wear flip-flops. I mean, indoors, but outdoors, no. So actually, there are parts of Korea that are less cold, but Seoul is very cold. So, no. I did, and then I didn't have a car there, so I used public transportation, which I actually liked. It was nice, but the problem is that the public transportation is warm enough, but you have to wait for the bus, and standing outside for the bus stop was very cold. At any rate, grateful to be in, what did they say? Great to be in the hellscape of Southern California. It really does look like paradise here. I am working today on the decade-long baby blanket, and I'm realizing that I haven't finished even one section in the time that I have been making these videos. So I think I want to put it in the rotation a little bit more. I typically do one row a day or one row per video. So the white, that's 2, gray 2, white 2, red 2, so that's 8. So 16, 17, 18, 19. This is the 19th day of working on it. But I need 1, 2, 3, 4 repeats. So 8 times 4, 32. So I'm getting there, but I do wish that I were just a little bit faster. I even have the next section, the pattern that I want for the next section picked out. I don't know if you remember, but I'm doing this 3-colored, I called it a houndstooth, a modified houndstooth, just because it sticks down a little bit if you look at this one, or sticks up, but I'm not sure what it's called. I did post this on a video. I'm going to see if I can find it the day that I posted the pattern. It was something special, so I posted the pattern, and I'm glad. And then I did each of the other sections has a little texture. So I love this one. This one's brioche, but I wasn't very good at it. There's a mistake on it. At any rate, this one is cute. It's a little diamond pattern. Oh, what did they call it? I think they called it seersucker. This one has little wheat stalks, I think. At any rate, Nifties, our time is up for today, and I have a busy day. I'm heading off to church where I am singing today again, and I hope I make it because I am still sick. I don't know if you can tell, but I am getting better, and I think I'm gonna do okay. And if I don't, I'm just gonna stop. But I am gonna show up because last week I wasn't able to go. So I will see you tomorrow, Nifties. And if you feel like a little bit of peace, if you feel a little bit more calm in your life because of spending time with us today, please like and follow, share with a friend, make sure your alerts are on, and tell me today what is on your agenda in the comments below, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great one, Nifties.